are talking Tour of Duty Season 1, Episode 20, Angel of Mercy. This one directed by Bill Norton. Now this one is almost like a taster of what Season 2 would be like. The majority of this episode is in a kind of field hospital. At the beginning of the episode, we have Bravo Company stumbling across a village that houses a NVA colonel, and they manage to capture the colonel, albeit he's quite badly wounded. And Goldman and Zeke also get injured in the chaos. So Goldman and Zeke plus this NVA colonel are all transported to the hospital. Now, when we're there, obviously the kind of the US brass wants to interrogate this colonel to kind of find out what's going on, and it's hinting towards obviously the Tet offensive that obviously would happen, that we would see in obviously later seasons, and that they want to kind of obviously interrogate the kind of the colonel. But there may well be a double agent in the mix here in the hospital somewhere. And then obviously we have a kind of a subplot where Goldman's kind of nurse girlfriend happens to be working at this hospital, and she has had an abortion. So first of all, what works in this movie? Now I've got to say, the whole of this particular season, I think the acting is phenomenal. I mean, it's a real shame I don't think the cast, Stephen Caffrey, for example, I think is an excellent actor. And I really enjoyed his performance, and in all episodes, to be fair, and everyone does good performances in this whole season. I actually quite enjoyed the beginning of the episode where we do have our guys kind of going into obviously the village. There's quite a funny scene involving Baker and a frog. But I've got to say, I personally thought this is one of the weakest episodes of the season, because to me this doesn't make a lot of sense narrative-wise. So when we have essentially our traitor is revealed, there is someone there who is secretly working for the NVA, and he shoots the US colonel that was there to interrogate the NVA colonel. We never find out what happened to that US colonel. It's completely left open-ended. I mean, it's like that is almost what happened? We just don't know. We see him get shot, but we don't know if he's dead. We don't know if he survived. He looks like he was injured, but not. It's never mentioned. And you would have thought that would have been. I mean, we have to assume that he's dead, I suppose. We never see him again. But it seems like a really big plot thread that's hanging. And the other thing is when we have our kind of this traitor is revealed, he's running around the hospital. It seems ridiculous to me that the only people that are able to keep up with him are the injured Goldman and Anderson, despite the fact that there's loads of military police and stuff like that. And again, they know there's some important information here, but yet at no point they try and get this guy alive, to shoot to wound rather than to kill. Things like this. And obviously I know that they can't discover the Tet offensive beforehand, because that would rewrite history. But I don't know. To me, this was a weakly written episode, and like I've said, this is more of an indicator of what was going to come to season 2, where it was much more kind of melodrama and relationship drama, with an attempt to bring in a more of a female audience there. I mean, the whole plot point of Goldman's girlfriend getting abortion seems to be more or less dropped. She kind of mentioned it, and he's obviously very angry about it, but then it's never mentioned again after that, really, and they kind of seem to make up at the end without ever really talking about it again. This, to me, was a fairly sloppy episode in regards to its kind of narrative. Now, I've liked most episodes in here, but this one to me was one of the few weak ones. So I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10. I thought it was fairly poorly told as a storyteller, but it's not taken away from the actors. I think they did an excellent job. Have you seen it? What did you think of this particular episode? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.